Tired of waiting around for downloads? Today, I've got 10 incredible strategy games on Xbox Cloud that you can jump into instantly. No waiting needed. Let's get started. First up, we have the Age of Mythology Retold. It's a spin-off of Age of Empires, but with a twist: mythological gods and powers. This 2024 remaster brings new graphics and gameplay while keeping that classic feel. You'll pick from 4 different gods, each with special powers, and lead armies in epic battles. If you're into strategy and mythology, this is the game for you. Next on the list is Age of Empires 4, a game that surprisingly works great on Xbox Cloud. The controls are smooth, so managing armies and resources is simple, even on a console. With 10 civilizations to choose from, 4 historical campaigns, and beautiful visuals, it's got something for everyone. Plus, there are tutorials that make it easy for both new and returning players. Now you can bring history's biggest battles to your screen wherever you are. Moving on, Frostpunk is a different kind of strategy game. You're in charge of humanity's last city, trying to survive in a freezing Victorian-style world. You'll make tough choices, like deciding on child labor or extreme religious laws, all to keep people alive. The console version has everything the PC version does, and it's designed to make resource management easy with a controller. When temperatures drop and hope fades, can you keep your city going? Next up is HUMANKIND, a big 4X strategy game where you guide a civilization from the dawn of time. You start as a nomadic tribe hunting for food and resources, then build up through 7 historical eras. The game has a lot of choices, like diplomacy, culture, and combat, so you can play your way. It might feel overwhelming if you're new to 4X games, but the freedom and depth make it super rewarding. What kind of civilization will you create? Then, there's Kunitsu-Gami, Path of the Goddess, a fresh game from Capcom. It's part tower defense, part hack and slash, and part strategy. You play as a hero protecting a village from evil spirits while helping a divine maiden cleanse the area. You save villagers, upgrade them, and place them strategically to protect the village from nightly attacks. With all these elements combined, there's a lot to explore. Now, let's talk about Mount & Blade 2, Bannerlord. This one is a mix of medieval warfare, sandbox gameplay, and strategy. You start with a small group of soldiers, then build an army, capture towns, and command troops in huge battles. You'll not only fight but also manage resources, reputation, and alliances to grow stronger. It's an intense experience, but if you love medieval action and strategy, it's perfect. Up next, we have Wartales. It's a unique open-world RPG where you lead a group of mercenaries across a medieval-style world. There's no single main story. Instead, you'll take on different contracts, travel, and survive. Each of your characters has their own skills and personality, and you'll manage them in a tactical, grid-based combat system. You'll need to keep your team fed, happy, and well-equipped to survive the dangers ahead. Switching gears, we have Gears Tactics. It's a turn-based strategy game set in the gritty Gears of War universe. Only this time you're planning moves instead of running and gunning. The story is set before the main games, and you lead a team of KOG soldiers against Locust enemies. It keeps the same intense feel of Gears of War, but with a more tactical approach. Next, we have Dungeons 4, a dungeon-building game where you play as the villain. Think of it as a spiritual successor to Dungeon Keeper. You build up your dungeon, gather an army, and fight off heroes trying to invade. The game focuses on base building and managing units, with fun battles to top it off. It's a bit repetitive toward the end, but it's still fun if you love playing the bad guy. Finally, we have Darkest Dungeon. This one's all about exploring monster-filled dungeons with a team of flawed heroes, but it's not just their health you have to worry about. You'll also need to manage their stress and sanity. Each trip into the dungeons wears on your team, making it a challenge to keep everyone alive and mentally stable. The hand-drawn art and eerie narration make every moment tense and memorable. If you're up for a dark, intense strategy game, this one's a must. And there you have it, 10 awesome strategy games ready to play instantly on Xbox Cloud. Which one are you most excited to try? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more gaming picks.